What's up, Tim Sykes, millionaire mentor and trader here. Filming this in April 2021. Wanted to get a video out there just to talk about the market. I make a lot of videos, obviously. We've had this crazy run up in the markets. Congratulations to all my new millionaire students. I'm like trying to think about how many millionaires I have. I was trying to think about this. Pascal's here too. Say hi, Pascal.
Hey, everybody.
We're literally counting nearly 24 millionaires. And last year I had like 6 or 7. Like we've nearly tripled or quadrupled the number of millionaire students. Understand, it's still just a few compared to the thousands of students that I have. But frankly, most students don't take their education seriously. And understand, success is not just, oh, are you a millionaire or not a millionaire? I have a lot of students making 6 figures, 5 figures, 4 figures. I have a lot of students who haven't even started trading yet, and they're just learning. So the millionaire students that I highlight, they are atypical. There's just a few of them. But frankly, I'm pretty, happy with myself. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna, rub my shoulders a little bit and say, look, the number of millionaire students has grown exponentially in an industry where 90% of traders lose. Why is this? Yes, I've gotten better as a teacher. Yes, all of these new millionaire students have been in my challenge for 3, 4, 5, 6 years. If you click the link below, you can apply for my challenge. I know a lot of people just want to learn for free off YouTube. No millionaire that I know ever has made money just off learning from YouTube. I'm sorry, okay? You got to put in the time. You got to invest time and money into your education. The good news is if you have that mindset and you're like, okay, let me invest a little money, let me invest a little time and see what I can do, the rewards are worth it over time. It's not overnight, but I need to get people thinking properly so that you start taking your education, properly the right way in the beginning. Because a lot of people think, okay, let me just make money. I'm sorry, I'm gonna rub my eyes right now because I'm just gonna be real with you because I'm tired. I've been filming all day. The money that you make in the beginning or the money that you lose in the beginning of your journey, it's negligible. You should be trading small. You should be paper trading. You got to learn the process. That's why I said all my newest millionaire students, Jack, Huddy, Matt, Dom, Mariana, my first female millionaire student, they've all put in the time in slower markets. They've learned what it's like to trade in 2018, 2019. They were prepared for 2020 and now 2021. But as amazing as 2020 was and the beginning of 2021 was, things have slowed down a little bit now in April 2021. I know that the overall market is up, the Dow and the S&P 500 are hitting highs, but small caps, micro caps, which we frankly trade, OTCs, they're getting a little left behind. And now, some of my students are, God forbid, losing. Shh, shh, don't tell people. Pascal, don't post this. We can't let anybody know that traders lose. Shh. Get over it, okay? Every single trader loses from time to time. The key is, can you keep your losses small? Can you contain them? Can you minimize them? Especially when you make huge amounts. I'll give you an example. Bryce, another one of my challenge students, not yet a millionaire, but he just crossed over $500,000 in profits. Last year at this time, he was in college. I think he had made maybe like 20 or 30,000. So he grew from 20,000 to like 500,000 basically in a year. Not yet a millionaire, so my haters would say he's a failure. He hasn't made millions, and yet he's made what would take him like 10 times of like a normal job, all inside of a year. And he's gained a lot of knowledge. Right now in April 2021, he just tweeted today. I'll show you the tweet. He lost $4,000 today. He's taking money out of his account. He's sizing down. He's practicing. That's what you must do. If you ever get on a cold streak, it doesn't have to be whether it's April 2021, it could be, November 2027 when you're watching this. It doesn't matter the day, the week, the month, the year, the same rules apply. When your patterns are not working, when the market is not in your favor in whatever niche that you're in, size down, learn to contain your losses. $4,000, yeah, that stinks, but Bryce has still made over 500,000 plus. So the 4,000 is small in comparison. And this is the difference between successful traders and non-successful traders. Non-successful traders can't handle any losses. That's why I was like making fun, like, shh. Like if you ever see me tweet with promoters, sometimes my students and I cut losses on trading these pumps. And the promoters never want anybody to sell because they want the stocks to go up as much as possible, no selling pressure, because if there is ever too much selling pressure, their house of cards falls over. So they don't like me. They don't like me teaching to, sell into strength and trade cautiously. This is why, frankly, I teach, because promoters are full of BS. But promoters will make fun of traders for taking small losses. They'll make fun of my students for taking small gains. They'll be like, oh, Sykes tells you to scalp, like I'll teach you how to make big money. When in fact, the promoters are full of BS. If you do fall for their pumps, yeah, you might make some money, but you'll probably go down with the ship too, like all the promoters do, because all the pumps crash 80, 90%. I prefer taking small gains and small losses along the way. Leave a comment below this video saying, I promise to be safe. I promise to be safe. 5 words. And back it up and mean it, okay? Because that is the key to success in the stock market over time. Sometimes the market will be on fire, like we saw January, February, and the beginning of March. Now, second half of March and so far in April, it's been a slowdown. OTCs just aren't as hot anymore. The SEC took down some of the best pumps. They got halted. The promoters are a little scared. Some promoters got taken down, so they're not doing as much pumping. There's not as much volume in OTCs right now. It's switched to bigger companies. That happens. Frankly, I'm grateful. I was like borderline cracking. I'm already pretty crazy just because of my whole journey in life, but I was borderline cracking because there were 5, 10, 15, 20 good plays every single day in January and February. And I capitalized. My students and I did the best that we could. Kyle Williams, another one of my new millionaire students, actually made a video the other day on stocks to trade on Twist, and he was saying like, maybe I should have pushed it a little more in January, February, now that it's a slower market. Kyle, you did great, okay? Kyle's over 1.6 million. Last year, this time, I think he was at like 300,000 or 400,000. So he's made over $1 million in the past year. All of these guys, and now Mariana, my first female millionaire student, they have made over 500,000 like Bryce, or $1 million in just the past few months. Trading OTCs, trading penny stocks. So understand, this is best case scenario. That's why I want to document every single lesson from this hot market and now slightly cooler market so that you can learn the market ebbs and flows. You must contain the losses. You must adapt with the market. I've done a good job, even though, I'm not necessarily making as much in April. I've still made like, $35,000, $40,000 as I film this actually on my birthday. Today is April 15th. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. You got to learn to adapt. That's what trading is about. Small gains, small losses, adapting, market going up and down, you dealing with that. This is all part of being a successful trader. Holding and hoping, never taking losses, going all in, using leverage, gunslinging, going for home runs and not taking singles. Those are bad habits that I need to get you away from. There's good habits and bad habits. And I know that good habits might not seem fun and it's frustrating. Like sometimes I take multiple losses in a row and the promoters try to rip on me. Or sometimes I make, $5, $10, $50 on a trade. The millionaire is making so small amounts. I'm not worried so much about the amounts as I am about discipline. Remember, I donate all my trading profits to charity these days. I've already made nearly $800,000 in the first few months of 2021, all donated to charity. I made nearly 1.2 million in 2020, all donated to charity. I'm proud to donate, but I'm also proud to teach you the process, okay? How did I make the 800,000? How did I make the 1.2 million? It wasn't on any one pump. It's not that I believe the promoters. It's not that I hold and hope. It's hundreds of small disciplined trades, small gains, small losses, because that process is what has provided me success for over now 2 decades. And now it's making my students more successful than the industry norm where 90% of traders lose. So it is my duty to provide you with good disciplined habits. I know it's counterintuitive. I know they might not seem fun, but small losses, adapting to changing markets, this is part of the game. That's why I want to make this video. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you promise to be safe, if you promise to adapt, if you understand that small gains and small losses are part of this. Don't believe the BS promoters. You'll go down with the ship. Please be safe, be responsible. That's today's tip. Happy birthday to me. Thank you for all the birthday wishes again. My best gift is knowledge, and I give it to you.